I just can't believe we live in a world now where you can make a website about yourself. If you were to tell me that's what the future would be, I'd be like, what? Even though you're not really actively involved on social media, you can tell it's having quite a influence on basically everything. It's like our culture and how we just view the world. And where does that play in someone's faith? Because we're in the world, but not of the world. But for someone's faith, what role does social media play? Is there a proper balance? I don't know.
Well, I guess it really comes down to what do you consider the role of social media to be? Like,
it's morphed. It's changed so much.
I mean, I did have, going back, there was a time where I was more into the Facebook. I mean, I remember there was a while there. I actually was one of those people that was on anywhere from 4 to 8 times a week kind of thing on a consistent basis. The people that were on Facebook and I was playing their stupid games, I held out on the game thing until probably very close to the end of my Facebook career, if we want to call it that.
A short-lived one of what just
very
a couple years.
I would say I was only involved in the gaming scene on Facebook for maybe a year.
Yeah, Tom's kind of in the weird sphere now where, like how it kind of used to be, like if you want to find out what's going on with Tom, you actually got to text him or call him. You can't just go on Facebook and see all the pictures and go, oh, okay, I know what's going on.
Well, I'm sure he's a Candy Crush expert.
Oh, yeah. I can believe that.
I did not play Candy Crush.
No,
that was actually not my game. And
what about Angry Birds?
Again, not my game.
What games did you play?
I forget what Facebook games. Like, don't get me wrong, I have played Angry Birds.
Okay, well then you're not totally hopeless. But.
And I did actually try Candy Crush, but I was just like, yeah.
Oh, come on, man.
No, so I was doing other games which I can't even remember, but so that's how memorable they are. But I was just like, I was not one of those people that really used it for that initially. I was, oh, hey, what's going on with this person? Or I was, one of those people that actually tried to reconnect with some other people or see what was going on with other people that was away from my past, or even to connect with friends. Then I kind of got to the point where I wasn't checking Facebook anymore until there was a couple years, though. I was like, yeah, you could tell when I checked Facebook because it was around my birthday so that I could thank everyone who wished me a happy birthday.
Oh, it's good for that. It's good for helping us all remember birthdays, right?
Yeah, which thinking you sound like, oh yeah, I remembered your birthday. No, it was Facebook that reminded you. You're not a real friend if you don't truly remember someone's birthday unless you need Facebook to remind you.
Well, now I have a way for that.
Well, and now it's so crazy how much social media has morphed. Like in the last, Facebook came out in 2004, 2005, I think, right? Initially it was kind of like a place where people could share memories and status updates and post about their personal life or whatever, right? Like that's kind of, I think, how it started. But now social media has kind of moved into the mainstream, where all the big, it's everybody. It's not just individuals. It's media, it's big influencers, big industry. Like everyone is drinking the same Kool-Aid now, probably to one degree or another, across Facebook and Instagram and TikTok and
I think you're right. I think it's turned a lot of people into influencers and even journalists. Yeah, it's morphed so much. I remember I actually didn't jump on till like 2007, and even then I actually really liked it. It's like, this is a great platform just to communicate, just typing. But now it's weird. It's now turned a lot of us into self-promoters. Yeah,
and it's having a big, I think it's having also a big effect on our psychological well-being. I've done a lot of reading on, in documentaries just about how, not just our generation, but the up-and-coming generation, they're almost like their well-being is being tied to how many likes they got on a status update. So they posted a photo, right? And then, oh, I didn't get any likes, or I didn't get any comments. So sometimes you'll see people that have, it's like, oh, that one didn't get traction, so I'm going to delete it, and then I'm going to try and get something that does get traction, right? People jump on that, and they're basing their either, maybe not their self-worth, but they're definitely basing their confidence to a degree off of social media, and that's kind of crazy.
So what is it doing to Christians?
Probably a lot of the same thing, I think. I mean, it's the good and bad of tech, right? Like, social media has, I think, it's helped to bring people together. And if we're especially talking about believers, I mean, I can give you one example. There's a group on there called One Church, but it's this Facebook page on Facebook that is supposed to bring believers from every denomination, try and bring them together and unite together around common purposes in faith. And that, I will say, has been a very cool thing to watch. I mean, you got people from Baptist churches going in there. You got people that are Roman Catholic. You got people that are Presbyterian. You got people that are Orthodox. It's very cool to see this sort of movement that's uniting around, common purpose and faith. So I would say that's a very positive and very cool thing, because it's connecting people that probably otherwise in real life they would not be meeting. Not necessarily. I mean, I guess they still could, but slim chance.
Yeah.
So I think that's one positive thing.
Yeah, I just can't believe we live in a world now where you can make a website about yourself. If you were to tell me that's what the future would be, I'd be like, what?
And people are making an entire living off this stuff, right? Like they're making their own website. Or there's these people that big influencers, and they got 40 million followers on there, and their whole living, everything they do is based off of all the traction they're getting on the social media site, and then the paid advertisements come out, so then they get a pile of advertising revenue because they got so many figures. It's crazy. Like, it's just a whole new career in a way.
Well, it's just like, when did you ever hear someone like, oh, what do you want to be when you grow up? You're starting to hear people like, I want to be an influencer. And I'm like, what does that even entail? Like, no one knows what's going to happen, right? And part of the problem is, I think there's also a bit of a stability thing with it as well, that because people don't know how long they can sustain a career doing these things. Like, I think it depends on really what you're doing, like how you're trying to influence, right? Like if you're doing something, for instance, if you're more into the maker space, well, that's a lot easier to have a stable thing, because then it's all about what you do and how you're doing things and the different things that are coming out and stuff like that. Whereas, oh, this is me and this is what I'm doing, and oh, I like this brand, and the fact that we have people that are literally documenting their daily life, putting it on the internet and making a lot of money off of it. It's like, oh, we privatized soap operas.
And that you're not wrong. And but I think between the two subgroups of influencers these days, people that are trying to kind of talk about their lives, right? I think they have a huge challenge, because they, over time, initially, they'll be able to provide their audiences with a lot of content, like a lot about their life. But I mean, if you're just taking videos of your life, you're posting statuses about your life, eventually you're going to have a creativity problem, because you're going to start running up against okay, I've covered 700 different things. I mean, what else am I going to talk about now? But people that, let's say they got those big influences on there that are showcasing products. So let's say the latest Android phone, right? The latest Samsung or whatever.
The new infomercials.
Yeah. And those people, those people can probably stay relevant because they're showcasing new tech, right? And in a lot of cases, those big accounts, like the big influencers, these companies are shipping them these phones, $2,000 phones to them for free. It's okay, you try out the product and give us a video. Yeah. The $2,000 phone is oh yeah, here, use it for a week, and then give us your thought.
And it's just how do people mentally deal with that?